What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sixers Postgame Live. Sixers get the L 124-107. This is Rock Bottom, Mitch. He is Mitch Kofsky. Go check out Hardcore Sports Network. We have hit rock bottom. Thank God for Jared McCain. We're going to talk a lot about Jared McCain tonight and how to improve the Sixers going forward. But this is worse than process era Sixers basketball.
Yeah. For me, this is what I take from it the most. Nick Nurse has no control of this roster right now. Like, you have Jared McCain not play at all in the third, and then you put him in the fourth quarter, he goes off and he finishes with 21 points. I'm like, what is going on? You have Kyle Lowry playing 21 minutes, which is ridiculous right now. I know he finished with 10, but still.
Yeah, that's a great take. I'm at a loss for words. It starts at the top, starts at obviously, no Joel Embiid and no Paul George. All these role players are playing out of their normal role, especially, most notably, Caleb Martin looks completely lost for good stretches at a time. Yabusele, as much as I love him, I think he's fun, and I'm excited to see how he looks next to Embiid. He's not a 5. He cannot protect the rim whatsoever. Like, there's major question marks. And my take is I got this wrong. Like, I was excited for these role players. They're not playing, and they're not playing well. They're not playing cohesive. Andre Drummond is getting beat like a drum every single time defensively, sells on the pump fake and leaves the paint wide open. It's bad. I asked Sean Bernard this during the last postgame show, like, what is this Sixers team good at? The Sixers finally hit some threes tonight and still got cooked. Like, this team is legit bottom 5 bad in the NBA. And the question is, like, how much can Joel Embiid and Paul George take this team going forward?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing with Drummond, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. There's no way that he could stop Zach Edey, who got a first double-double in his career, and then going up against Jaren Jackson as well with Caleb Martin down there. I'll give him that credit as much. I'll give him that. But other than that, you can't really. And then Maxey was just cold, dude. In the second half, Maxey was cold. Like, this is the game you need to step up like he did against the Pacers. Like, this is the game for him to step up. It did not show up.
Maxey had 23 points. He was 8 of 19, 6 assists, 3 steals, 3 turnovers. I don't think that truly indicates like that. Honestly, that game says that surface stat says a lot better than what we saw tonight from Tyrese Maxey. We have been wanting Tyrese Maxey to take that next step, not only as a number 1 scorer, but as a playmaker. And I'm sorry, but he's not moving the basketball. His vision, his feel with the basketball, finding teammates, cutting to the basket, open shooters on the perimeter, it's not there. It's just not there. And that's okay, but I think we're so accustomed to Tyrese Maxey just blowing away expectations year after year after year. This is definitely an area that I think is going to be more of a slow curve compared to everything else, like catch and shoot and things like that.
Yeah. And there were a couple times when Maxey was going downhill. I believe it was KJ Martin. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's what I call my subscribers. So shout out to you. But, when Maxey was going downhill, KJ Martin was right there. He didn't see him. He took it back out. And I'm like, what are you doing? Slowing down for what? You had a wide open chance right there. Right there. But Caleb Martin getting to the line is huge. It's huge. We don't really get this from Caleb Martin at all. We don't. He missed 3, but he's still attacking the rim, trying to get the big guys down there to get fouls. So, hey, I'll give him credit there.
I ain't giving credit at all to Caleb Martin. Absolutely. that guy's playing like dog shit. He's not at all. I mean, obviously he's playing out of his role. We have some maniac comments here. Don't worry, guys. Things will only get worse. That was rough. My God. Going back to Caleb Martin, 9 points. Yeah, he got to the free throw line 10 times, but his shooting, like the hitch is really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad, man. And it's the shooting is I watched this guy in Miami. The hitch is really concerning. And I also brought this question to Sean that I think the Sixers have a wing problem, and that I think they're going to have to decide between Kelly and Caleb at some point. I think Caleb is active on defense. I like his hands. I like the fact that he can go up and get some boards and handle a little bit, but I think he's just doing too much right now. And that's a big part because Paul George is hurt. But right now, the dude is a straight up liability on the offensive end. It's so clear that Spoelstra's system made him undeniably better. You can't even deny. The proof is in the pudding. He had a really nice drive and dish to Andre Drummond in this one, but outside of that, like, he looks lost. He looks straight lost, and I was ready for me to he was going to break my own rule. I don't buy current players' jerseys ever, any sport. And I was a big Caleb Martin guy, and it's just not happening this year.
Yeah. This is what I said in the beginning. I liked Caleb Martin off the bench for that spark, but there was no spark here at all. I was waiting for some spark out of him. So
Nick says Croc Pies is just me that Caleb Martin just keeps kicking his legs out whenever he goes for a shot. Fear or not planning. Dude, his hitch, it just seems – I know he's always had a hitch while at Miami, but, it's just worse. And he just doesn't have any kind of feel right now wherever he is on the court. We have Alden Network saying the Sixers stink and are unwatchable. I'm not panicking. I'm done with this team. Let's talk about the positive of tonight. By far, the positive tonight was Jared freaking McCain.
Yeah.
Lead us off, Mitch, just real quickly before I get his shot chart.
When we drafted McCain, I was telling everybody that this guy's a dog. He will attack the rim. He will shoot the rock. He will get you back into the game if may be necessary. That's what he did tonight. Jared McCain, in the amount of time he was given, he brought us back close to tying the game. And then Nick Nurse just did whatever. But, yeah, Jared McCain, man. Give this guy more playing time. # start Jared McCain.
There's a shot chart. Good to see. He shot 4 of 9 from 3. I think he hit his first 3-pointer tonight, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's awesome. And he hit 4 of them.
Right.
9 attempts. That was my take, and I made a lot of videos on that. The fact that Jared McCain, at least in the first 3 games, was impacting the offense without even having any plays run for him to shoot the ball. And that's his primary skill set. And that was impressive. I was really impressed with his ability to drive, finish around the basket. That was a weakness of his during the summer league. We saw in the preseason, it translated in the first 3 games. And tonight, again, not great at the rim, but good to see him kind of get some confidence, get some swag there from the perimeter. I still think there's real point guard juice in this guy. I do. When this guy's on the court, the ball moves better. The offense flows better when this guy's on the floor. And the fact that he was your – what was he? Hold on. Let me look at this real quick. Jared McCain had 19 points. The fact that this guy was your second leading scorer says everything you need to know about this Sixers offense right now. That's more of an indictment of Nick Nurse and everything else you're seeing. But play the young guys, man. This is the time. Right now is the time for Nick Nurse to get creative with this offense. We heard all the bullshit 2 years ago with Joel Embiid and B-Ball Paul. They're going to be on the court together. That fucking never happened. We heard this year we're going to get Andre Drummond and some other guys, Joel Embiid together. Let's be real. Like, I know Maxey and I know McCain aren't the best pair right now, but I think you have to try. I think now is the time, at least until things, figure themselves out. You have to put the best players on the court that are giving you a spark, giving you some kind of energy. And I think Jared McCain is doing that. And I'm talking about starting. Like, this guy, it took him until garbage time to get back on the court in the second half. That's inexcusable. That's on Nick Nurse. So major shout out to Jared McCain, who I thought was terrific.
Yeah. I mean, Jared McCain, man, he just knows how to work. He knows. Look, you too short. Yep.
Yeah, I'm literally doing that. I'm literally making that as soon as we hang it up here.
But yeah, man, Jared McCain, he needs some more minutes. Kyle Lowry, here's the funniest thing. He leads the team in 3-point percentage, but I would still have him on the bench over Jared McCain.
Why not? Why the fuck not? Like,
yeah.
Like, literally, big term, you need guys like Jared McCain to grow into this role. There is real playmaking potential and upside in Jared McCain. And it's if they're not seeing that, then we have even bigger problems. Like, the title of the show is The Sixers Have Hit Rock Bottom, and they have. Like, but if it was up to me, I would start Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey, Caleb Martin, Paul George, and Joel Embiid until it doesn't work, because nobody else has shown me anything. That's how I would roll. The Sixers got Dibes cursing. I know, it's the Tito's. I'm tired. Anyway, where do we go from here? Do you have anything else on Jared McCain before we roll on?
Jared McCain, I just knew that this is his game for him to show everybody what he's got. Obviously, and I am.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't mean that.
No, go.
The winner of today are the Jared McCain people, for the fact that I think tonight we can put to bed the Dalton Connect nonsense. That is done. I think we can officially put that to bed.
I agree with that. Just for the spark and just for the 3-point shooting that McCain brings. Dalton Connect can do everything, but for us, we need shooting. That's what he brought. So I can agree with you on that.
I'm going to go back on my Trae Young rant. Go get them. We need somebody who can shoot threes. Trae Young's not a good fit with Maxey. All I know is my cousin is jumping for you right now. Is that McCain? Yes, absolutely. Jared McCain was the star. It's the only thing that's keeping us sane at this point in time. Do you have any other I don't really have any before we get into like offensive, defensive takeaways. Do you have anything you want to add?
I really got nothing. Smoking baloney. Yep.
All right, let's get into our offensive takeaways. All right, offensive takeaways for the Sixers. I'm just getting real sick and tired of Kelly Oubre, and I'm a Kelly Oubre guy, but him as a second option just ain't it. Like, when they were rolling out the lineup of Maxey, Oubre, Caleb, Yabu, and Drummond, it was bad. Like, spacing in general has been really bad so far this season. I know, Nick Nurse is missing his top two guys, but man, that reluctance to play McCain is still giving me Doc Rivers vibes. That's all we saw with Doc Rivers, his reluctance to play the kids. Put them in. Like it's night and day when he's on the court. Like I can't be the only one seeing that. And we have yet to see a single Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain lineup. I think a good coach will recognize that and see what they got there. So those are my offensive takeaways. Do you have anything you want to add?
Actually, isn't Nick Nurse one of the things he's known for is playing the young guys? Isn't that like top of
No,
the list? It was
not
top
really.
of the list. So now we're just like, we're back to square one. We're back to square one.
Yeah, the Doc Rivers vibes are. I mean, again, you're missing your main guy, but at the same time, the entire premise of the offseason was to build a system without Joel Embiid. Without
Yeah.
Joel Embiid. And this is what you roll out. Is not good enough. And I know they don't have creators that can, play make for others with the ball in their hands. It's still not good enough. It's just not. Let's get to defensive takeaways. Did you know who Jay Huff was before tonight?
No, I'm being honest. No.
I had no idea who that dude was. Yeah, but anyway, to get cooked by some guy named Jay Huff, who sounds like a janitor or something, is embarrassing enough. The Grizzlies shot 55% from the field, 44% from three. Didn't get to the free throw line that much. Out rebounded the Sixers like crazy. 35 assists to 22. And yeah, everything's bad. 70 points in the paint in this one. They lit it up from three. They dominated in the paint. I mean, again, this is circling back to my takeaway against whoever we played last game. I blacked it out already. But the Sixers, what is their identity? What are they good at? They're at least in the first game, they showed hustle and heart and were actively fighting for, boards. This team is just they just don't have it right now. Do you have any defensive takeaways?
Bryce Huff is not as good as this Huff. I'm just gonna say that right there. I'm gonna say that right there first. But now just the rebounding in the zone. Like, why are we always in the zone? Can someone please explain that to me? Why? I feel like we're in the zone majority of the game here.
Yeah, you look at the Grizzlies, they have so many guys that are 6'7" or more that can dribble, that can pass, that can shoot, that can rebound. You look at the Sixers, they're small, they're old, they're bad on defense, they can't make it up with three-pointers. And this is coming from a guy that I was very positive, very high on what the Sixers did this offseason from Daryl Morey. So again, I think I said it at the start of the show. There's not just some, because there's major concerns about what the upside of this team really is. Are you team capture the flag, Mitch?
Yeah.
You are?
I think so. I don't know, dude. Dude, this is like the worst game of the season. There's only 5.
Because their draft pick is top 6 protected.
Yeah.
So they would literally have to be the worst team team in the NBA.
They gotta no, we captured a flag. I get it now. I was like, wait, huh? Now I get it. But yeah, I don't know. Ben Simmons is looking good that last game. That's how bad it is.
Jay Huff, South Bay Lakers legend. I have no idea who that is. He looked great,
either.
He looked amazing.
Scottie Pippen Jr., dude, he might be a pickup for fantasy. Just saying. Whoever fantasy basketball guys might be a pickup.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Let's get into our Sixers player of the game. All right, Sixers player of the game. Mitch, lead us off, man.
I gotta go with Jerry McCain, man. I gotta go with Jerry McCain just for the fourth quarter alone was his best basketball all season. He finished with 19 or 21 points. This guy was unbelievable. He's mine.
I guess I'm going to go KJ Martin. KJ Martin had a couple of nice plays. I'm not going Tyrese Maxey. His vision with the ball is not good enough right now.
Right.
So give me KJ, who had a nice block at the rim. I think he had 3 blocks in this one and 4 points in 20 minutes. This is bad. I mean, you could probably go Lowry, who continues to shoot really well. I'm not a fan of Kelly Oubre's game right now. I think we're seeing the worst of the worst when his offensive role is expanded. It's starting to get on my nerves, and I'm a big Kelly Oubre guy, but 4 games is too much for me. Give me KJ Martin. Give me KJ Martin. And honestly, at this point, let's see more Reggie Jackson and Adam Bona. Why not? Let's see what they got. This was shocking. Any take on this? Ricky Council only played 8 minutes in this kind of game is wild.
Right? And I was questioning when I was live, why was Maxey in the game for so long? Maxey was in the game with like 2 minutes left.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Bona gets 1 minute, but he had 1 board, and he's still a -1.
I get Council hasn't been shooting well from 3, but I don't know. What's the point? Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon had some nice moments in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It just came to me. That feels like an eternity ago. Do you use Fillmore? I do. So hit me a message if you want to talk. Types cursing in the stream. So those are our player of the game. Let's go to Sixers game in 3 words or less. Capture the flag, baby. Capture the flag.
That's yours?
Yeah, that's mine. My like biggest nightmare for this team right now is we get like 35 games of Embiid and he like wills the Sixers to less than a 500 record, and we get to the playoffs and then he gets hurt right before the playoffs and then we get smoked in the play-in round. Like there's nothing worse in sports than being a treadmill team, and the Sixers are dangerously flirting with that. That's what I see. Like there's no possible way Embiid and Paul George make that much of a difference. And you can clip this. There's no way that this changes so dramatically that the Sixers are now a top team in the East. No possible. There are so many flaws with this team. What's your 3 words or less?
Start Jared McCain. I'm telling you, that's going to be my 3 words for a while. For a while. Each time I'm on here, that's going to be it.
Yeah. And like, what's your like realistic expectation like for Joel Embiid? Like 35, 40 games, right? Like I think that's a reasonable number. And
because what I have is for the big 3, how many games are all 3 of them going to play together? That's the thing for me. Like, I projected like 30 for that. I don't even think we're going to even get that.
Not many. Thank you, Daryl Morey, for trading our draft pick with Al Horford. Thank you. KJ's been usable this season. He has. He's been fine. In short periods, KJ's been fine. Let's wrap it up, Mitch. How do we go almost 30 minutes in this thing? And again, anybody watching this game deserves a medal. That was some of the worst basketball period I've watched in a long. That was process era Sixers basketball. But here we are, and we're still doing live shows.
You want to hear this? I did a morning show this morning. I streamed Crown Jewel. I did a pregame, the game, in this.
I don't know how.
I
would have shut that stream down at halftime so fast. There's no way I could sit there.
If I wasn't here, I would have made a Sixers video.
Yeah.
But I'm done. I'm going to do a Sixers video tomorrow. The Eagles don't play till 4. So, which is good.
Was not a good Drummond game. Andre Drummond is definitely souring on my end. Like in the first quarter, we even got some ISO on offense with Drummond that looked really bad. You saw how much he impacts the offense because he can't shoot, and it allowed Zach Edey just sit in the paint. The basketball IQ, getting cooked on defense, he really made zero impact in this one. So I was very underwhelmed by Andre Drummond. My biggest fear with Andre Drummond coming into this year still very much exists is the fact that, he's going to be a fun regular season guy, but come playoff time, you cannot play him because he cannot he's a good rebounder, but he cannot protect the rim whatsoever. And that is going to be a major fear, as we have seen so far this season, where they're giving up 70 points a game in the paint. It's obnoxious. So, Mitch, go ahead.
For me, it's Hackett Drummond. That is the biggest thing for me. If he's not making his free throws and he was getting put on like 70 in the paint, what's next?
Yeah. Final thoughts, plugs, Mitch. Let's get out of here, man.
All right, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Mitch Chopsy, YouTube Mitch Chopsy, Stream Punk Entertainment for Fly Like an Eagle every Thursday at 4, Hardcore Sports Network.
All right. Any upcoming streams you want to plug?
Tomorrow we got the NFL Sunday morning show on the Hardcore Sports Network at 10 a.m. So I got that in the morning. And that's it. I'm streaming the Eagles. But other than that, nothing.
Yeah. My final thoughts on this, play Jared McCain. Either he develops into a great piece, worthwhile of playing time, or he looks great and you can trade him. You know what I mean? Like his trade value only goes up. So that's my piece. Tex says, final thoughts, no more Sixers streams until Embiid is back. That's the smart take. That's the smart people are the ones that are saying, I'm not actually watching this until Paul George and Joel Embiid come back. Good stuff, guys. Start McCain. So hard to watch. They need to start paying their fans to watch this crap. It's bad. It's bad, Robert. Thanks for the comment. But anyway, I put out my top 10 edge rushers in the 2025 NFL draft video. Go check that out. It's got highlights. It's got a ton of information. I've been following this along since last January. So tons and tons of stuff in there if you're ready for Eagles draft talk. Tomorrow, of course, Eagles postgame and halftime. And I have another video in the works of my top 10 quarterbacks for the 2025 NFL draft. I'll be putting that out tomorrow. And expect all the shorts with the Eagles and Sixers as always. So, Mitch, one last time. What's going on with Hardcore Sports? We find you.
We got an NFL Sunday morning show in the morning, 10 a.m. Make sure you tune into that. You can follow me on Twitter at Mitch Chopsy. Stream Punk Entertainment, Fly Like an Eagle, Thursday for.
I'm Mishkovsky on X. I am Dives, Mr. Crockpot. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay awesome.